He was the face of modern action, a man who did his own stunts, who never needed a cape or a sidekick. A working-class kid from England who punched his way into Hollywood and built an empire with grit, charm, and determination. But behind the calm stare and the iron fists, Jason Statham's real story is one of struggle, loss, and heartbreak. A story most fans never hear. This is the tragedy of Jason Statham. From the streets to the spotlight, Jason wasn't born into fame, and he fought for every inch of it. Born in Shirebrook, Derbyshire, his early life was tough. His father was a street seller and lounge singer, his mother a dancer. Money was always tight. While other kids dreamed of luxury, Jason learned survival. He hustled, sold fake perfume on the streets, and even worked market stalls with his dad. But his real love? Diving. He became part of Britain's national diving team, training day and night. For over a decade, he represented his country, but never made it to the Olympics. That crushed him. Years of sacrifice ended without recognition. He once said, "You train like a machine, but sometimes the world just doesn't reward effort." That was Jason's first heartbreak, realizing that hard work doesn't always guarantee success. The accidental star fate found him when he least expected it. Director Guy Ritchie spotted him on the street and offered him a role in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. No acting school, no training, just authenticity. Jason was real. He wasn't pretending to be tough, he was tough. That honesty made him a star. Soon came Snatch, The Transporter, Crank, and The Expendables. He became Hollywood's favorite anti-hero, fearless, relentless, unstoppable. But success brought its own pain. The fame he earned came with walls. He lost privacy, genuine friendships, and peace. He once admitted, "You play the tough guy so long people forget you're human." The near-death moment that changed everything in 2013. While filming The Expendables 3, Jason's life nearly ended. During a stunt gone wrong, the truck he was driving plunged off a pier straight into the ocean. The brakes had failed. Most people would have drowned. But Jason, a former diver, fought his way out underwater. He barely survived. After the accident, he said quietly, "You realize how fast it can all end." That day, the fearless action hero faced something he could never punch: mortality, the pain. He never talks about behind the cameras. Jason is private, almost too private. But close friends say fame has taken a quiet toll. He's lost old friends to addiction, seen colleagues destroyed by Hollywood's pressure, and has spoken about the emptiness that comes when success costs you peace. He doesn't party, doesn't chase headlines. He keeps his circle small because he's seen what happens when you don't. For all the wealth and fame, Jason's deepest fear isn't failure. It's disconnection. He's often said he misses the simplicity of his early life before fame turned every handshake into a deal. Love, loss, and balance. For years, Jason searched for stability. He found it in Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, the model who became his partner. Together, they built a family and gave him what Hollywood never could: peace. But even then, tragedy followed close. In interviews, Jason has admitted how hard it is to balance family and fame, how the pressure of aging in an industry obsessed with youth keeps him restless. And now, at 58, the man who once seemed unbreakable is finally slowing down. His body carries the scars of years of stunt work. His mind carries the weight of everything he's survived and everyone he's lost along the way. The legacy of a fighter Jason Statham's tragedy isn't failure, it's endurance. A lifetime of proving himself only to realize he never needed to. He became the action hero the world wanted, but deep down, he's still that boy from Derbyshire, trying to find his place. His story reminds us that even the strongest people fight silent battles, that success doesn't erase pain, and that sometimes the hardest role to play is yourself. Soft music fades out, because behind every punch, every explosion, and every one-liner is a man who's been through more than most could imagine. And at 58, the tragedy of Jason Statham isn't about what he's lost. It's about how much it's cost him to keep standing. If you were inspired by Jason's story, hit subscribe. Because behind every legend is a life that wasn't easy. And we're just getting started.